Hello, virtual reality. I like virtual reality. I've been fascinated in it for a long time. Since, what was it? Was it Power VR Virtuality? Those things, Amiga powered arcade systems, some of them. Never got to have a go with one back in the day, but I knew what they were and I wanted some of that. Just the idea of bunging a helmet on your head and you're in a completely different world and it looks, well, not real, but it's immersive. I wanted some of that. Years later I got a Virtual Boy, and that wasn't really virtual reality, but it was kind of immersive and it did give you that 3D effect. And then you've got the Nintendo 3DS, which again, you've got 3D, but it's not really immersive. And then you've got things like the Oculus Rift, which I had a go on at Blackpool at Replay, and I was like, I want this. I want this now. Couldn't afford it. Then, I mean, there were still development kits at that time anyway. It has is it on release now? If it's not, it's just about to be, and it's bloody expensive. You need a monster of a PC, mine can't do it. And lots of money, and I ain't got that. So and then you got PlayStation VR, or whatever they're going to call it. You need a PlayStation 4, you need a camera, you need to move things, you need the headset itself. It's expensive, can't afford that either. So some of you will remember I made my own virtual reality headset, or about a year and a bit ago. I'll show you, I've got it here. This monster of a thing that does go on your head and doesn't rip your neck off at the shoulders. It accommodates a 7-inch Android tablet and it works. I've got a video of it, I'll link to it down there, if not in a doohickey thingy down here or up there or something. It works. It gave me a taste of like home virtual reality using an Android tablet, and it was fun, but that thing weighs a ton, and though it's well balanced, you know, it was really just, let's see if we can do this, and I could, but so anyway, I'm aware and have been aware and was aware at the time that I made that of Google Cardboard and similar kind of headsets, but I didn't have a phone that could do that. It couldn't run the Android VR software because it didn't have the gyros that you need. That's why I made that thing, because my tablet did. However, things have changed. The phone that I had, I did a review of, it was the Sony Xperia M2, died again and again, and I've three times it died in 18 months, which was taking the piss. I reviewed the system. What I should do is add a bit on the end if it was possible to do that, saying don't buy one of these, they're crap. But it's an out-of-date phone now anyway, so you wouldn't be buying one even if you wanted to. I got a new phone. It is a LG G4 and it has gyros, so it can do the VR thing. It'll run the VR software. So I needed a headset. So I got one, and I wanted to go a little bit up from just typical Google Cardboard, because Cardboard is a bit, well, yeah, you know, you want something a bit more robust, and I got this Glyby Virtual Reality Glasses, it calls it. I got it off of Amazon for about £22 or something like that. It's what you would expect really. You've got your lenses, they are adjustable via these knobs and this thing here. The knobs make the lenses move backward and forward in the thing for focus, and that knob there adjusts how far apart they are, and that is a less intuitive or obvious thing. Like focus, you know it's focused. You know, you can either see or you can't. That, with the central, moving the central focal point, is an odd thing, and it's what will either give you or not give you a headache if you get it right or wrong. So tinker with that, and just is all about, does that feel comfortable? So this is quite a clever thing, how it works. You pop the front open like that. It closes with a magnet, just there, and that just holds it shut, which is cool. Also, to prevent misting, if you have a problem with misting, you can take the front off and get some air in there, which is also handy if you've got a camera on the phone, like what I got, and it can, depending which way you've got it round, you can sort of do augmented reality type stuff with that if you've got some software that uses the camera. I've tried one thing that uses the camera, and it kind of gives you zoom in vision, so it brings everything in a bit closer, but it was a horrible pixelated mess, so I got rid of that. But anyway, that also is held on magnetically, which is cool. I thought it's going to be clips, they're going to break. No, it doesn't, just slots on there. So your phone is held in by these clips here. They're spring loaded, and you slot your phone in there. Now, I might whether to do that now, because I'm holding it a bit awkwardly, and I don't want to drop it. This is the kind of thing. Well, yeah, I can't do it. I need to put the thing down on the table. But you get the gist. You slot your phone in there. You close that up. You take your glasses off because you focused it so you don't need to wear your glasses, and you bung it on your face like that. Hey presto. Some games, it depends, because this is not cardboard, and some of the games that you can get on the Android store require cardboard, which has a kind of a magnetic button thing to perform certain functions, and this doesn't have that. So some of the cardboard apps just won't work. Some apps, and the dive ones, I think, will use this, which is cool. It's iPegger Bluetooth joypad. Yeah, any old Bluetooth joypad will do. You could probably even plug one in through the USB, because you've got a nice little gap just there, and you can plug things in. I sometimes plug headphones in there while I'm playing, and that's quite cool. Yes, and there are VR games. There are VR cinemas. You run the app, you put this on, you have it play a video file that you've got stored on your phone or your SD card or whatever, and it's like sitting in the cinema. You can turn your head and look at different parts of the screen, and you can control how big the screen is and stuff. There's lots of stuff on the Android Play Store for VR. I'm not going to list them all here because you can look them up yourself, really. I just wanted to show you this because it's cool. It's nice and robust. I mean, the plastic is cheap, and there's nothing special about it. It's not I mean, the hinge is not ever so robust. You need to be a little bit don't throw it around. You know, but it's more solid than a piece of cardboard that will just fall apart eventually, and if it gets wet, well, your whole thing will dissolve and turn to mush. You know, go out in the rain with your VR headset on and have it dissolve onto your face. This won't do that. Now, I've done a video of me playing it. You've got picture in picture, so you can see the gameplay and me looking like a complete numpty with this on. So I'm going to show you that now, just so you can get a clue of, well, one of the things you can do with it. And certainly my favourite thing that I've been doing with it recently. So bear with me while I edit this here video. Okay, I think I've got this set up right. So we'll start at the start, because it's easy. I've progressed further than this in the game, but we'll just start at the start. So here we go. I don't know how well you can see this. I can see it absolutely bloody. Oh. I'm making a mistake there. It is way, way better to concentrate your fire on them when they're close. Trying to track them into the distance, like I'm doing here, it just doesn't work. Though they do tend to turn around and come back at you. Also, having enough space to bloody well move in is a... Oh, I'm running into shit. We need a big room, or at least a little bit bigger than this one. I'm not hitting shit here. Come on, die. There you go. See, I've got a chair there, I've got a desk here, I've got bloody spaceships. Oh, God. The last thing you need when you're trying to blow up spaceships in deep space and defend the Earth is a swivel chair in your way. It don't help. It can be difficult to decide when you've got like target-rich environment, who are you going to shoot at? Who's coming at... Yeah, there we go. Who's coming at you? Just trying to get myself enough room so I can swivel around without running into shit. Let's have a different ship, because they have slightly different features. Second map. Though they kind of get more... I don't know what the advantages and disadvantages are of the different ships. I mean, like, this has a different sight, but in terms of power, I don't know if there's any difference. Come here, you. Lost him. Come here, you bastard. Oh. There we go. Oh, crap. Smacking into a chair there. Hello. It is, I mean, you can see the gameplay on the screen if I've done this right. But what you're not getting is the depth of field. And the whole... God, stuff happens, but you're not necessarily focusing on it at the time, and you're like, well, where the hell did that come from? Oh, crap. Where did he go? Ah. And you kind of try and keep in your head a map of what's around you. It's like you see a ship go over the top of you and you're trying to track it in your brain, but when you've shot the one you're tracking, you try and sort of think, where was that one I just saw going, so you can turn around and then shoot him. And you try and work out where other ships are, because there's missiles, laser bolts, whatever, coming in from behind you, and it's like, right, you try and get in your head, there's a ship there. It is absolutely fantastic. My gyros are a little bit off. It's all slightly tilted. Let's have a different ship, just because we can. You can have an external view, but that just ruins the immersiveness, and it looks silly and it feels wrong, and we're not doing it. It always seems to be based around like this here Star Destroyer looking ship, and then they, look at that, they just flew into each other. Stupid space pirate geezers. You also have there's an amount of realism in the way you fire at them in what I guess World War II fighter pilots would refer to as pulling lead. It's all about deflection. You fire ahead of where they are, so they fly into your bullets. You fire where they're going to be, not where they are. Like I'm doing there, only it's not working, it's just a little bit too far out. Oh! I think they flew into each other. Where is everyone? There's one. There's a lot of sitting in a chair, swivelling around with my mouth hanging open like some kind of, I don't know. I won't suggest an example, they will be offensive. There's got to be someone nearer. Whoa. I wonder how near we can get to this before we fly into it. Well, we're on a timer, so I'll not do that. You have like the timer on the left and how many ships you've got to blow up on the right. Oh, what about doing? And maybe well, can I? No. Oh, he's turning around. Gotcha. Another ship. I can't remember what we did last. We'll do this. Galaxy 7. This is the hardest. I haven't progressed beyond this. I don't know how many there are. Here they come. The gyros are a bit out. If I just sit still now, it drifts. But that's just what happens with phone gyros. They're not. It's a lot of. The later levels like this, they tend not to come in close quite so much, so it's harder to get the score necessary to progress. They're kind of smart and stay out of your range a lot of them. And I've also got to shoot a hell of a lot of them. Oh, what? Oh, crap. Great. Phone rang. Right. Yep. There's a lesson to be learned there. If you're going to be doing VR on your phone, and particularly if you're going to be recording the on-screen footage while you play it, put your phone into flight mode. Thankfully, thanks to the magic of editing and video editing and whatnot, you don't get to see my wife's name and phone number. Well, you know her name's Andrea, but you know, yeah, block that out. But that was Andrea phoning to say, hey, we might be moving. We're going to go and look at a house in Lincolnshire, not Lincoln, Lincolnshire tomorrow. May be moving to the seaside. Yay! But that's what that was. Interruption, but a good one, and that's why I wasn't in flight mode, because I was waiting for that call, because it's an exciting time. That has nothing to do with any of this. But that is the Glyby. That's just a strange name, isn't it? Glyby VR headset thing. About 22 quid on Amazon. It's great. I like it. There may be better ones. I mean, it's no Oculus Rift. It's no Sony VR. Anything like that. But if you want to do VR on the cheap and just get a taste for it and have something that's a little bit more convenient than building this, I think that's a good option. Okay, that'll do. Thank you for watching.